They told me Drenna 4 was uninhabited. My name is Lieutenant Kieran Salas, Recon Specialist, United Terran Vanguard. What was supposed to be a routine salvage run turned into something else. Something I wasn't ready for. We picked up a Class 3 distress signal. Scrambled, distorted. Could have been an old mining drone, we thought. My squad stayed in orbit while I dropped to the surface. Then I found her. She was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Barely conscious, her skin a deep violet hue, glowing slightly under Drenna's dying sun. Her breathing was erratic, thin air, toxic, maybe. Her eyes met mine, wide with fear, confusion, and something else. Recognition, not of me, of my uniform. She tried to speak, but no sound came. I scanned her vitals. Her oxygen levels were crashing. Without thinking, I unclipped my rebreather and offered her my air. She hesitated, then breathed. She survived, and now I was the one suffocating. She saved me, moments later, with a kind of emergency inhaler strapped to her side. A hiss, a burst of gas, and I was breathing again. It wasn't clean, but it was enough. She leaned close and finally spoke. "Why did you help me?" she asked in fluent standard. "You looked like you needed saving," I said. She stared at me a moment longer. "I'm the reason your people never came back here." I froze. "What do you mean?" She called herself Ayla, a former diplomat of a dying race once native to Drenna 4. Her kind had encountered humans decades ago during our first expansions into the sector. "We offered peace," she said. "Your leaders thought it was a trap." She gestured to the ruins behind her. Massive, half-buried architecture that once pulsed with light and language. They bombed us from orbit. One ship survived. Mine. I felt bile rise in my throat. That couldn't have been sanctioned. "It was fear," she replied gently. "Fear always fires first." We found shelter in what was once a temple. Now a cracked skeleton of stone and alloy. She told me stories. Her people's neural song sharing, their healing trees, their living architecture. She wasn't just a survivor. She was a last. Cryosleep, hidden for decades in a collapsed stasis vault beneath the surface. She only awoke because someone answered her emergency beacon. Me. A sudden static ping on my comms. My squad had found the signal too. And they weren't coming for a rescue. They were coming for extraction. Orders say all non-Terran life forms must be secured for study. Command relayed. I looked at Ayla. Her expression had changed. Cold. Tired. "I was wrong," she whispered. "You're just like the others." "No," I said. "Not this time." When the drop team landed, I stood in their way. "You don't understand what she is." I told them. "She's a Class Z anomaly," my CO barked. "You're out of line, Lieutenant." I raised my weapon, not to fire, just to make a point. She's a last memory of a civilization we tried to erase. You want history? You study her words, not her blood. They paused. Then someone fired. Not at me, at her. She collapsed. The dart embedded just below her collarbone. A sedative. I screamed, rushed to her side. She reached up, eyes dimming. "Don't let it end in silence," she said. That's when I made the choice. I activated my emergency evac beacon. Not for me, but for her. And I encrypted it, rerouting the signal to a rogue diplomatic outpost known for preserving displaced species. Then I grabbed her, ran into the ruins, and disappeared. That was 3 weeks ago. Now I'm branded a deserter, a traitor to the Vanguard. But she's alive, healing, and the song of her people echoes to the temple again, not just in voice, but in shared memory. She let me feel what her people once were. Peaceful, curious, noble. We could learn so much. Now I carry her language inside me, her culture preserved through me, her future defended by me. If you're hearing this, know that I made my choice. I didn't save an alien. I saved a person. And maybe one day, when we've evolved beyond conquest and fear, we'll deserve to meet her again. But for now, I'll guard what's left of her world. Until we're ready to listen.